Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So yesterday we finished Agasadhatu, space element. Space element. So this space element is a very useful, even though it is a concept, panyati, it is useful for us to recognize the the group or the materialities. Okay, different groups of the materialities are there. So even in a very, very small place, very tiny place, there exists many groups of the materialities. So it is difficult for us to see with a wavering mind. So if we have a very strong and a sharp concentration, profound concentration, then we will be able to recognize the existence of the many groups of the rupas in a very in a very small place. So that's why meditation masters, when they see their students their students are very strong in concentration, then they encourage them to move the object of concentration to the forehead, or to the cheeks, or to the tip of the nose, or to any part of our body. So in order to discern the materialities are there, then also they just arise and dissolve. So in this way, we come to realize. So, and even in our so-called body, so there is no permanent things. So nowadays, so scientists, they try to see, so the small, even the drop of the blood, they try to see it with a microscope. Okay, so at that time we can see many many cells. Okay, in a very small drop of a tiny drop of the blood. So the cells and the elements are there, rising and dissolving, and so on. So luckily, with the teachings of the Buddha, so even though we don't have such a tools like a microscope or whatever, then if we have a very deep concentration, so it is possible for us to see to see these very small part of the materialities in our body. So also, if we concentrate, if we pay attention to the others' physical body as well, there you can see the rising and dissolving nature. And also, many groups of the materialities are there, combined. So, and also at that time we will see the space as well. So that is very useful. Okay. Agasa dhatu is a kind of a useful concept for us. Without, if we fail to see the agasa dhatu, then we may not be able to differentiate. So that group belong to this kind of a rupa or that kind of a rupa and so on. So after the agasa dhatu, there appear another in the Rupa chapter. Okay, there you can see what is that? Agasa dhatu Pariccheda Rupanama. And then number 13 is Kaya Vinyati, Vaji Vinyati, Vinyati Rupanama. Okay, Nama is a name. Vinyati Rupa, materiality. Vinyati. So Vinyati Rupa, we try to be familiar with the Pali terms. Vinyati Rupa. So Vinyati Rupa is the Rupa that show the expression. Okay, that shows what we desire, what is our attitude, what is our feeling, what is our emotion. Okay, with this Vinyati Rupa, so other people can know so what we want. Okay, sometimes we nod our heads, and then other time you may say, oh, it is a agreement. So when I say something, you say maybe you may nod your head like this, and then so if I see that you are nodding, then with this manner, with this expression, I can understand that you agreed with my words. You agreed. So also sometimes you move your head left to do the left side or right side. Okay, like that. The other day we can understand what we can understand. So, oh, disagreed. So even though you may not say in words, you may not speak out your desire, but by showing the manner, the expression, physical expression, bodily expression, so other people know your desire, our intention, our feeling. Sometimes you feel, you give a food to your children, then they say no, 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 and then sometimes they don't say, then they turn away their face from what you give. Okay, other than you can understand, she don't like, and so on. So in this way, Vinyati Rupa is the materiality that shows their feeling, emotion, attitude, okay, desire. So that is a Vinyati Rupa. So it is called intimation, is intimate, intimation. Vinyati Rupa, in English, they translate as a intimation, materiality of it, intimating materiality. So it intimates our desire, okay, our desire, our intention, our feeling. So there are two kinds of Vinyati Rupa, Kaya Vinyati and Vachi Vinyati. So Kaya Vinyati is bodily intimation. Vachi Vinyati is a verbal intimation. So these two kinds of the Vinyati Rupa. In the definition, according to the definition of the Vinyati, the Vinyati we can interpret as Vinyati Rupa is something that that tends to make other people know our feeling, intention, desire, emotion. So that is called Vinyati Rupa. And, and also something that should be known. Okay, something Rupa. For example, so if I use my hand to call you, okay, other day, so the manner, the movement of my hand makes you know, okay, and also that movement is something that should be known, okay. That's why they are called vinyati. Vinyati, two kinds of definition. In Myanmar, it is called Tisi, Tat Toja, Kari. It is a causative Kadu sadhana. Uh, because it tends to make other people know. Okay, that's why it is called vinyati. Other people know me, our intention, desire, and so on. So also it's something that should be known. So in that case, I would like to tell you the story of the Mahosada. Mahosada in the Jataka stories, one of the Jataka, very famous Jataka story of the Buddha is that Mahosada Jataka. Mahosada, Mahosada, Mahosada is in one of the uh, lives, Bodhisattva was born, okay, as a human being. So why he was born there? So in his hand, there is a sort of medicine, small medicine. So a piece of medicine is in his hand. So whoever, so when he is, that's why his name is, he was named as a Mahosada, Mahaosada. So that medicine is a very, very effective. So whoever come with the disease, so his parents just maybe just scratch and give, sometimes just touch with that medicine, the people recover from their disease. That is Mahaosada. So when the Mahosada, he came to the age, and that or on the way, so he saw a lady. That lady's name is Amara. Amara. Amara is the lady's name. So at that time, Mahosada, because he is very wise and very intelligent at that time, so he want to know whether that lady is Samika or Asamika. It means a single or married. Okay, so that's why he don't ask, but he just show bodily gesture. Okay, then he just show the fist. Okay, show the fist. At that time, the lady Amara, also very wise lady, very wise girl. So that's why by seeing the Mahosada's feast, then she understand that, oh, she want to ask me whether I'm married or I am single. So the other time, the lady Amara also, so why she was there, she just show the palm, okay, show the palms. So it means if she show the fist, then it means she is married. Okay. If she show the palm, that it means that she is a single, so not yet occupied by anyone. So they don't speak any words, but they show the bodily culture, bodily culture only. So in that story, Vinyati is very clear. Okay, the mena, bodily intimation or body cultures, they make it. So through that body culture, they understand. Okay, other people understand what do you mean by this, what do you want to say with this expression. Okay, so then Mahosada came to know that she is a single. Okay, so very wise. So here there are two types of vinyati. So kaya vinyati. But how it happens regarding vinyati, kaya vinyati. So when we want other people know what is our desire, what is our feeling, our intention, then sometimes we speak. Okay, sometimes we make a sound. Sometimes we show the bodily culture or hand movement, head movement, and so on. Or sometimes you show, even you don't move your head, but you show that you don't like. But other than
Sorry, Sayadaw.
yes,
So what did you say? What do you show? Something like that?
We show people show their desire. So sometimes with the movement of their parts of the physical body, okay, by moving their heads, their hands, okay, and also they are turning away and so on. Sometimes they don't move their hands and their heads, but what do they say? They show their face, angry face. Okay. Sometimes you see, you don't like someone, for example, your brothers or sisters or younger sisters or younger brother, they are saying the worst, they are behaving improperly. Other than you want them to stop. Other than you show, sometimes you show your big eyes. Okay, and then sometimes you show many facial expressions. Okay, that is also we can say. So different manner of them, making other people know in different ways. Okay, we make other people know our desire, our intention in many different ways. So that is called vinyati. Okay, we nya. Okay, we is in different way. Nya means to make know. Nya pedi, nya payati. Okay, so that is we can simply say the expressions, various expressions of physical expression or verbal expressions. They are called vinyati. So in that case, what we have to understand deeply about the rupa is that we may say that the movement of a hand is vinyati. But that if we say directly, that is the movement of a hand. But actually, what we have to understand that if we want other people know our emotion, our feeling, firstly, Chaita, consciousness arises. Okay, the mind arises. So, for example, I want you to come. Okay, other time, so the desire, the intention, firstly arise in our mind. Okay, so that intention repeatedly arise. Okay, not just one time, maybe millions and millions of consciousness arise and dissolve within our mind. Okay, even though we may say, it arises only one time, but what we aware is only one time. So without our knowledge, so it arise and dissolve many millions times. Okay, so whenever Jita, that sort of Jita, which associated with the intention to come other people, so then that Jita, okay, produce materiality. Okay, Jita born matters within ourselves. Okay, so among the Jita born matters, suppose 8 inseparable matters are there, they arise. Among them, so because our intention is we want to show other people to come. Okay, so that is so strong. Okay, that's why it makes Vayo Dhatu one element to be very strong, to be stronger than the other elements like a Batavi Dhatu. So Batavi, Tejo, and Abo, they are not strong enough. But among them, the Vayo Dhatu, one element is very strong. Okay, that one element also together with the other co-rising inseparable matters arise and dissolve, arise and dissolve. O Jedija Rupa dissolve, arise and dissolve, and then U Jedija Rupa take place. Okay, in this way it become repeatedly arise and dissolve. Then it become a force. Okay, it become a force. So with this force we are able to move. Okay, we are able to, we move our hands. Okay, that sort of process is called vinyati rupa. Okay, that sort of process. So there we can, and with this we can understand is that the significant or various manner or various expression of the Vayo Dhatu. Okay, Vayo Dhatu, not only Vayo Dhatu, when Vayo Dhatu right there, other physical body or other materiality are also appear in a different manner or in a significant manner. So that sort of thing is called Kaya Vinyati. For the Kaya Vinyati, we have to emphasize on the Chedija Vayo Dhatu. Okay, Chedija Vayo Dhatu is a one element produced by the Chitta. So that is main key player in the Kaya Vinyati. So that point we have to understand. Okay, key player. When we show the signal other people to come, their first arise is consciousness. Okay, associated with the intention to come or the desire to come desire to call other people. Okay, firstly that it arises. Then after the soon after it arises, then Chetija Kalaba. Okay, Chetija Kalaba Rupa. So the group of the Chittavon matters also arises. So in throughout our body, okay, here and there, in our parts of the body. So that Chetija Rupa, Chitta also happen in many millions and millions of times. So also the Chetija Rupas are also produced one after another. So among these Chetija Rupas, one element is greater than in strength other elements. Okay. So in a normal case, so when we think, maybe we just thinking something other day also Cheda consciousness are producing the materiality, Cheda matters. But we don't have such an intention. Okay, we just sit on a chair and relax and with a closed eye. We just thinking here and there. Other time also Jitija Rupa arises. But other time, Vayo Dhatu, when element is not functioning significantly, only when there is a desire to call someone or to show another people our ideas, our feeling, at that time, Vayo Dhatu become more significant, more strong, or stronger than other elements. So here in the text, they are mentioned during the even during a blink of eyes. So there arises maybe 100,000 crores of Vegetas, millions of Vegetas arises. So these millions of Vegeta are also producing Chitija Rupas. Okay. So that Jedijaru, in that Jedijaruba, Vayodhatu is stronger, okay, than the other elements. Okay? So that's why we move our hands, we move our jaws, sometimes we move our heads, and so on. And so with this, we show the signal, okay, in order to come, signal to come or signal to go. Sometimes we drive other people away, or we drive animals away from our presence. Other time also. So, in order to make you understand that, so the movement is there, even though, for example, the trees, the plants, they are also moving. So it doesn't show any.
Sorry, Sayadaw.
Yeah.
You said
Connection.
the trees and the plants and
Yeah.
after?
The trees, plants also move. Okay. With the wind, whenever there is a wind, they also moving from this side to that side, but it does not have any intention. Okay. So there is no intention in the trees and plants. They don't, the movement of the trees and plants don't show any sign to come or to go and so on, because there is no consciousness. Okay, it is Udu born because of the Udu temperature. Okay, so they move. But when there is, when it happens, the movement we make, when we make human beings make a movements at that time. So sometimes, for example, you want to go to somewhere, okay. Other time, what do? You stretch out your legs, okay, right leg, okay, right leg and left leg, and so on. So why do we move? That is, intention is in there. We want to move forward or move backward. Okay, so that is what is that? Vayodhatu is there. Okay, Vayodhatu, when element is there. So before the wind elements, so there is intention to move forward or to move backward. Okay. Then when other people see you moving forward or stretching out your legs, then they know that, oh, he want to come, he want to go. Okay, he want to go out, or he want to go in, and so on. So with this movement, the movement is show other people your desire, your intention, your emotion. So that is called what? Kaya Vinyati. Okay. In the case of a Kaya Vinyati, we remember what? When element produced by the Chitta. Okay. So that is keep layer. Because of that, we make a movement, physical, bodily movement. So it is like a what? That Vayodhatu is like a, likened to be a person who row a boat. So I don't know whether you have seen that sort of nature. So when we use a boat, okay, in the river or in the small creek, we use a boat. Okay. So at the ancient time, we have to row a boat, okay, to move forward in the water. So Vayodhatu is like that. Vayodhatu is like like a rolling a boat. Okay, so that the Vayodhatu make make itself as well as other materialities in our body move, okay, as we desired. Okay, suppose we want to call, so we show the signal, okay, come, and also we want other people to go away, then we say, we show another way. Okay, so intention is there, and then one element is there, and also the arising, the other, the expression, okay, physical expression is there. So that sort of thing is called Kaya Vinyati. Then another one, in that case, what we here, Bhattadika Sayadaw also explained that. Here we can see consciousness. Okay, first one is a consciousness. Another one is Chitta Matter, and also because of the Chitta Matter, there is a movement. Okay, movement, and then after the movement, there is a significant movement. Okay, so we have 4 steps in this Vinyati. We have to understand 4 steps. Number 1 step is Chitta, consciousness. Number 2 step is Chitta Matter, rising of the Chitta Matter. So when the Chitta Matter arises, there is a movement, okay, movement of the Rupa, materialities. Okay, and then among this movement also, we have a significant movement is there. Okay, this 4 point we have to understand, and then we have to make a question that whether the consciousness can make other people know our intention or not. Okay, so well, for example, we just have a mind, we just desire. Okay, for example, I just have a desire for you to come. So that desire, okay, that consciousness alone can make you know what I want or not. We have to consider. Okay, then if we think, okay, but the mind can make other people know our desire, then you just sit. You don't move any part of your body. You don't move your hand and your hands. So then other than you can understand that, or Chitta alone also cannot make other people know what we want, what we feel. Okay. And also, what about the Chitta matters? So Chitta matter alone also can make other people know our desire, our feeling, intention or not. Okay. So then if we think Chitta matter can make uh, uh, other people know our desire, then so even when we are sitting, okay, without moving any parts of your body, then there are also many millions and millions of vegetable matters arises within ourselves. But other people didn't know what we want. Okay, so that's why we can say that the vegetable matter alone also cannot make other people know our what our desire, our emotion, our attitude, feeling. And also, then what about the movement? Movement of the materiality. Movement alone also can movement alone make other people know our desire or not. Okay. So in that case, so while we are sleeping, while we fall asleep, okay, other than also we move our hands and our legs, or sometimes even we shout, okay, we make voices. Other than other people cannot know what we want, okay. So that's why movement alone also cannot make other people know our intention, okay. So when we move our hands, okay, other than the Vayo Dhatu that belong to Chaitanya Matters, so there is Vayo Dhatu. So the significant manner of that Vayo Dhatu, okay, significant manner of that Vayo Dhatu, okay, that is called what? Vinyadi Rupa. Okay, significant expression of a Vayo Dhatu. Okay, that is called Vinyadi Rupa. Chaita we cannot go as a Vinyadi Rupa. Chaita Bhom Matter, all of the Chaita Bhom Matter cannot be called as a Vinyadi Rupa. And also movement alone also cannot be called as a Vinyadi Rupa. Okay, Kaya Vinyadi Rupa. So the significant expression of the Vayo Dhatu produced by the Chitta, okay, that is called Vayo Dhatu. That is called Kaya Vinyati Rupa. Okay, that point we have to understand. So that's why here, and the Abhidhamma Vibhavani, it is explained with the simile or the pairs of cattle. Okay, so there is a cart. Can you hear me? So
Sorry, Sayadaw, you say in the Abhidhamma Vibhavani there is a simile, and after?
Simile of a cart, okay, yoked with 7 pairs of an ox, 7 pairs of ox, okay. So maybe 1 pair of an ox, 2 pair, 3 pair, 4 pair, 5 pairs, and then 6 pairs, 7 pairs of the ox. It is a yoke. The cart is maybe heavily loaded, okay. So it cannot be drawn only by pairs of houses. So that's why 7 pairs of the houses are there. Okay. So yoked in that cart. So this simile is a giving. Okay. So and that is among these 7 pairs of a yoke, 7 pairs of houses. So maybe the first pair means nearby the driver, okay, nearby the, so, and also it is very close to the wing, okay, that is the first pair, and then maybe the topmost one, the pair of a house, which remain in the very first place, okay, in front, okay, that is called the 7th pair. Okay. In that case, maybe first pair or the house also they move. Okay, but even though it moves, but the last pair, the seventh pair of the house doesn't move, then we cannot call it is moving. So only when all of the seven pairs of the houses move, then it go forward. Okay, the card go forward. So, so the other six pairs of the houses, they support, okay, the seventh pair of the house to move forward. So also here, we can say Chitta, first step, and then Chitta Metta, second step, movement, third step, and then what the significant expression of the Vayo Dhatu, that is the last step. So this significant expression of the Vayo Dhatu is called Kaya Vinyati. Okay, that should be known with the simile of a card yoked with the seven pairs of houses. Okay. So also, so that is about the Kaya Vinyati. So I will share another screen. So that because we need to go to what? Lakhana Rasa and so on. Okay, Lakhana Rasa Pachupatthana. So okay, this one. Kaya Vinyati here. Regarding Kaya Vinyati, yeah, very characteristic of Kaya Vinyati is here. Avekamanadi Pawataka Chitta Samudhana Vayodhatuya Sahaja Rupakanam Rup Sahaja Rupakaya Tambana Sandarana Chalanasa Pachayo Agara Vikaro. Okay, Agara Vikaro. Agara Mena, okay, Vikara, so also special Mena. Here explain that conformation and deformation of the mind-born air element. Okay, that causes to move forwards, etc., which are the condition for stiffness, and upholding and moving of the coordination material body. So here and then Chetaja Rupa and then movement.
Sorry, Sayadaw.
Okay, you lost the connection.
No, from your side actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the material body and affect.
From the material body. Okay, that is just reading the text here. And then in this case, you can understand the explanation as I already give you. Number one is the Jeta. Number two is the Jeta born matters. Number three is the movement. Number four is special or significant expression. Okay, so that with this one we can understand this one. This explanation here, characteristics. Because of firstly, Chitta arises. Okay, Chitta arises, and then after that, the Chitta born matter, okay, are produced. Chitta born matters arises. When they arise, the Chitta born matters, what happen? Stiffness or stiffing, and also they uphold, they are supporting, okay, and also they are moving. Okay, in this way they start to work. Okay, they start to work. Then that is the movement. And then when there is such a support from the co-arising or co-nascent materialities within our body, then they are special manner, special expression, that is conformation or deformation arises. Okay, conformation and deformation of what? Chitta-born air element, okay, wind element. So that is the characteristic of the what Kaya Vinyati. Okay. So we can simply take note that the conformation and deformation of the Chitta-born wind element. Okay, that is for characteristic of the Kaya Vinyati. It can be, it has the function of displaying our intention. Adibaya Pakasana, Adibaya Pakasana. Adibaya means desire. Pakasana means showing, displaying. So by the movement of parts of the body, so we show our intention. So Kaya Vinyati has a function of showing the intention of every individual. So it has it appear in our mind as what? At the cause of the bodily excitement. So excitement. Kaya Vipandana Hedu Bhava Pachupatthana. Okay. So Kaya Vipandana Hedu Bhava. The state of being a cause for the movement of our body. Okay. So it appears why it appears in our mind. So when we contemplate on the Kaya Vinyati, so it appears in our mind as, oh, it is the cause. Okay. It is the cause of the bodily excitement. So bodily desire. So it is the cause of the movement of the body. Okay. So Kaya Vinyati is the cause of the movement of our physical body. So that in this way it appears in our mind. And then it approximate cause. The cause of the Kaya Vinyati to arise is Chitta Samudhana Vayo Dhatu. Okay, mind-born air element. Okay, the air element produced by the mind. Okay, that is the proximate cause for the Kaya Vinyati. So without the mind-born air element, there will be no Kaya Vinyati. There may be movement, but it is not instigated by the desire or intention by the mind. And also because of the lack of desire, then there is so no special force of the air element within our body. So that's why here Kaya Vinyati, we have to take note in this physical movement. So also we make other people know, we communicate. Okay, every day we make our physical movement, through physical movement, we communicate with other people as well. So at that time, when we communicate with other people through the physical movement, okay, hand movement, or sometimes we raise your eyebrow, and then sometimes you widen your eyes, and then sometimes you smile, okay, sometimes you show the angry face, okay. So that is we are making what the Kaya Vinyati. Or Kaya Vinyati rupas are arising. So maybe many times in a day. So every time we make such a movement, Kaya Vinyati. So I think you may remember that one. So behind that, the Kaya Vinyati, so in the very deep level, there is Chitta. And then that is produced by the Chitta. It produces Chitta born matter. And then, because these Chitta born matter, they work together and then they support the Vayo Dhatu to have a special expression. So that special expression of a Vayo Dhatu is called Kaya Vinyati. Okay. So then another one is Vaji Vinyati. Okay. There Vaji Vinyati is we can simply say what as it we make other people know through the bhava movement. Okay, through the bhava movement. It means through the movement of our jaws in our physical, in our face, okay, in our mouth. So to speak somewhat or to make a sound, we have to move our jaws. So then, or there also, firstly, we have to imagine. Okay, we have to imagine that how the sound arises. Okay, how do we make a sound with our bhava actions? Okay, with our mouth. So, in order to be able to make a sound, firstly we have an intention. Okay, so suppose I want to call you, I want you to come. Then other day, I may say, please come here. I make this sound. So behind, before making this sound, there is what? Intention, okay, desire, or emotion, consciousness is there. So with this consciousness, that consciousness with the intention for other people to come, then that produce Chitta born matters again. So whenever Chitta arises, Chitta born matters are produced. Okay. At that time, the Patavi Dhatu, among the Chitta born matter, basically 8 inseparable matters are there. So among 8 inseparable matter, if we want to speak out or if we want to utter a word, at that time Patavi Dhatu become a very strong. Okay, Patavi Dhatu get a support from the other inseparable matters or other elements. Patavi Dhatu get a support from the Vayo Dhatu, Abo Dhatu, Tejo Dhatu. That's why that Patavi Dhatu become stronger and stronger. So then that Patavi Dhatu, it becomes hardness. Okay, hardness is there. So that within our physical body, okay, maybe you can understand that maybe around our throat there is a vocal coat. Okay, vocal coat is in there. So on that vocal coat is made of the karma. Okay, because when we were born, that vocal coat also already born at the karma born. So also that vocal coat is supported, produced by the Udu, okay, Uduja Rupa, and also there is Aharaja Rupa. Okay, so among these Jeta born, Karma born, Jeta born, Udu born, Ahara born, Medas, they are also Patavi Dhatu is there. Okay, so the Patavi Dhatu currently produced by the Chitta and strike with the Patavi Dhatu existing, okay, existing Patavi Dhatu, which is produced by the Karma or Udu or Ahara born matters. So when they strike, okay, so according to at they strike according to the intention, okay, then there arise sound. Okay, that sound or different manner or the significant expression or the what expression of the Batavi Dhatu is called Vaji Vinyati. So don't confuse here. Sound is a Vaji Vinyati, we may say, but it is not correct. So what we have to understand is what is Vaji Vinyati? Vaji Vinyati is the specific expression of the what Chitta born Batavi Dhatu. Chitta born earth element, mind born earth element. So it is maybe a little bit difficult for us to understand in the very beginning, but when we pay attention, whenever we make a sound, okay, whenever we make a sound, so there the process we can understand. The Chitta is in there, and the Chitta born matters are there. So among the Chitta born matters, so their movement is there. Okay, then among these movement of the Chitta born matters, the Batavi Dhatu earth element has a stronger in power. It gets the support from the co-rising inseparable matters. So that's why it makes it a special expression. So then finally we get a sound. Okay. So but that sound is a Saddha. Already we got another name. That's why we cannot say Saddha. The sound is not a Vaji Vinyati, but the significant expression of the mind-born earth element is called Vaji Vinyati. Okay. So that the Vaji Vinyati here characteristic is a conformation and deformation of a mind-born earth element. Okay. We have to remember this word earth element. The earth element that causes the occurrence of a speech, which are the condition for striking against among karma-born materialities. Okay. Vajibeda Pawadaka Chitta Samudhana Pata Vatavi Dhatuya Ubadena Katanasa. Okay, Pachaya Kara Vikaro Pachaya born other element. Because in that case also we have to understand as before, Chitta is in there. We want to say something. Okay, we want to say the very sweet words or very rude word and so on. So according to that mind, because of that mind, there arises Chitta born matter. Okay, so among the Chitta born matters, then they support one another, and also Batavi Dhatu is greater in power, greater in the strength. So that Batavi Dhatu produced by the Chitta strike, okay, strike the bouquet coat, okay, the Rupas in the bouquet coat. That Rupa is a bone of a karma, produced by the Chitta, produced by the Uttu and the Ahara. So when they strike, that's why we make a different sounds. Okay, we can understand that sometimes our desire is good, so we make a good sound. So even among the good sound, so we produce a different tones. Okay, so sometimes up to our emotion, the tone is different. Okay, sometimes very high tone, we shout other people. Okay, very high tone. Sometimes soft tone. Why it happened like this? Because it is mind made, produced by the mind. Okay, the Batavi Dhatu there. That's why the striking, the force of striking to produce a sound also become different. So that's why if we study or if we pay more attention, more close attention uh, on the way we make a sound, why we are making a sound, then that will be very clear to know Vajivinyati as well. And also Adhibaya Bakasana, that it has a function of displaying our desire, our emotion, intention, and also it appears in our mind as a Vaji Gosa Hedu Bhava. Okay, Vaji Gosa. And the cause of the voice in speech. And the cause of the voice in speech. Okay, it will appear. So maybe our intention is a good, our desire is a good, or if it is with the metta, karuna, mudita, ubeka, then the tone, okay, the tone or the voice of the speech, the voice in the speech is a very subtle and a good or pleasant. So sometimes it is our emotion is influenced by the angry and so on, selfishness and pride. Then the tone, okay, we make in the sound or in the speech become a very harsh. Okay, so in this way, if we pay attention to the Vajivinyati, that will appear that, oh, this was the Vajivinyati is the cause of the voice in speech. So the proximate cause for the Vajivinyati to arise, or verbal intimation to arise, is Chitta Samudhana Bhatavi Dhatu. Okay, Bhatavi Dhatu. Chitta Samudhana Bhatavi Dhatu, mind-born earth element. So these two vinyati, and to understanding these two vinyatis are very, very useful as well for our life. Okay, sometimes we pay to be aware of our tones, our manners. So at that time we may make mistakes. We may commit some of the barbell ducharita, immoral barbell actions. Okay, immoral bodily actions. So that's why if we pay more or closer attention to the kaya vinyati, vaji vinyati, every day we are making, okay, and through maybe from the time we wake up to the time we fall asleep. Okay, during this time, we make millions and millions of kaya vinyati and vaji vinyati. If we know, pay attention thoroughly about these two vinyati, also it was very helpful to control or to restrain, okay, not to make a kaya vinyati, vaji vinyati with the unwholesome mind. Okay, so today we finish kaya vinyati and vaji vinyati. So with this, we will conclude for today. Thank you so much for listening. Buddha Sasanam Jiran Daitadu. Buddha Sasanam Jiran Daitadu. Buddha Sasanam Jiran Daitadu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.